The 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Is brought to you by All Pro Roofing. AllProRoofingLLC.com on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
All right. Okay. Uh-huh. Let's do it. Welcome to Sports Concepts and Rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill.
I just had it. This is the worst thing that happens to me all day. First world problems. I get you. But if you're, Dan, you can't empathize with this, but if you're a coffee drinker, you know what's the worst when you're a coffee drinker? Whether you pour it from a pot or you make your own individual, when you get the coffee grounds in the coffee.
Oh, it's the pits, man.
And you spend all this time trying to fish it out, which is always unsuccessful. And then every time you think you've got it, here comes a survivor bubbling from the bottom.
And when you drink it, you like tip back that last sip and you get that sludge and you got to stop.
Yeah, and I'm kind of looking at one right now. I got some floaters.
You don't like it because then they get in your mouth and it's gritty.
No, I don't like it at all.
It's no good.
You
got some floaters.
Got some floaters, Hick. You're not a coffee drinker.
Upper Decker.
You wouldn't understand. But
I wouldn't.
It would be as if you were drinking your Coke and suddenly there were pieces of toothpick everywhere.
Oh, dear.
Gross.
Right?
No,
Something
no.
like that. Or nothing like that.
Beef, at the end of the drill, do we have something to give away today?
Yeah, speaking of floating, one lucky Guggen is going to float on down to the St. Aug Amphitheater on Friday, December 10th to jam out with blues guitar virtuoso. Jan, you know him, you love him. It's Joe Bonamassa.
Bonamassa! Get after it, Bonna! Hiya!
We love Joe Bonamassa.
Freebird, Joe! Freebird!
That's not my song, Dan.
Oh.
That's not him.
We're strictly an 80s Joel band.
Come on, man. Scenes from an Italian restaurant.
My stranger.
Our 1-on-1 financial poll question: which team ultimately will be bowl eligible?
Okay.
Florida, FSU, Miami, or none?
Oof. You only get to choose one, huh?
Yeah.
What is everyone's record? Miami's 5-5?
5-5, 4-6, or none.
I think that Florida will beat Florida State in the swamp at the end, so that'll get them there. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Look, well, somebody may delve into that Florida-Missouri game in the Friday 5-pack, but it's curious to me how Vegas set that line.
That's such a blood. That's if there were the locks of the week.
You're taking that one?
You should be able to do that. I know, because I don't want to root against my team. I'll lay away. But, I mean, if I were
That's when you get in trouble, though, in this.
Yeah.
It's sneaky. If they're favored by 9, they're going to win by 20, Dan.
Yeah, I don't.
Why?
No way.
Vegas doesn't give them.
Way.
They don't give the money away, Hick. They don't give it away.
They're giving it away this week. I don't know what they're doing.
I think I'm going to go on here, and I think what I'm going to find is that like 90% of the country is betting on Missouri, and the line's not moving. And if that's the case, I promise you, Missouri ain't covering.
I think Miami will get bowl eligible because they have Duke still, and that'll get them to 6-6, even if they lose this week to Virginia.
A little tougher for FSU because they've got to win both, and they got 2 road
Boston
games.
College and at Florida to end.
And Florida, they'll be a 14-point dog at Florida.
Yeah.
Based on what I'm seeing, I don't think that's what they are, but based on what I'm seeing, that's what they'll be.
I mean, if you just go by how the teams are playing right now, Florida should be last.
That's correct. But
LAST last.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
There's been nothing to inspire said or such confidence. I feel like they're going to maybe bounce back here.
Okay. Well,
but again,
clearly, clearly they have better talent.
Missouri's has not had a great year.
Let me tell you something. They had better talent than when they went to the other Columbia.
Yeah.
And they got beat by 3 touchdowns plus.
Yeah, if you're a Gator fan and you're trying to rationalize, you write it off as just the Georgia hangover. But to your point, they bounced back from that game and gave up 52 to an FCS.
Yeah, clearly they had better talent than the Little Bulldogs who rolled in and hung up 42.5.
And they did score a lot. But Florida, and in fairness to the whole process, they did win the game by 18. So they
did, but they were favored by 36 for us.
Yeah.
So just if you're playing the odds thing, for the life of me, do not see how, in any way, shape, or form, Florida covers, let alone wins the game.
Well, let me just give you an example.
And I hope I'm wrong.
The game opened. The opening line was Missouri plus 7.5.
It's up to 9.5, isn't it?
58% of the betting public is on Missouri, and now it's up to 8.5.
Okay.
So that doesn't make sense.
No.
Vegas is not in the business
Vegas.
of Merry Christmas.
Damn
right?
you, Vegas.
Why would the majority be betting one way, yet you move the spread further in that to encourage more bets on the Missouri side?
Yeah.
There's something weird's going on there, man. And so I might, even though if you ask me, football feeling, how's Florida do this weekend? I'd be inclined more likely to think they'd lose than to cover the 8.5.
Correct.
But that is so fishy
Something's fishy.
that it doesn't make any sense. There's another super fishy line that involves better teams and a bigger spread. Maybe we'll approach that in the Friday 5-pack.
That's a tease.
That's a teaser.
That's a John Cena.
That's a teaser.
John, teaser.
We'll see John Brown this weekend. There's kind of been all quiet, right? He must not be really flashing. His name hasn't come up since they signed him,
Might be time to see him.
right?
Are we going to see James Robinson this week?
It seems like he's like a little click ahead of what he was last week. Wasn't he still did not practice on Thursday and then Friday was limited?
Last week.
Right?
Yeah.
And so this week he's limited on Thursday, so he seems to be, the progress that led him to play at Indy, you would think they're ahead of that progress.
Okay.
So I would think that he would.
Yeah.
They need to. San Francisco is this, I'm a little bothered by this seeming narrative that this isn't a very good football team and this is, the winning game.
Uh-huh.
And, they're 6.5-point favorites on our field, which means Vegas thinks they're about 10 points better. And San Francisco is good at some things the Jags are bad at. They got one of the best pass defenses in the league to give up 200 a game, basically, 207. Their third down defense is upper half of the NFL, less than 40% they allow. We're the worst in the league at that. They're 3-0 when they lead at the half. You better not fall behind again. So there's plenty here that would point to San Francisco. The red zone touchdown percentage, best in the NFL. Bend but don't break. Don't let them inside that 20. Odds are they're scoring a touchdown. They have two elite athletes on offense, two elite players at their positions with Kittle and Samuel.
Yes.
So this is a challenge.
No doubt.
Challenge for a defense that's arrow up. Challenge for an offense that has been, at best, arrow flat.
Yeah, it's going to be it's a great opportunity, though, man. I mean, you got them, and then you got Atlanta. Come on.
Play at a time, bro. Let's get the first quarter.
Yeah, let's convert it. Let's move the chains.
I will say this. I'm ready to – we can't, hug tight the win over the Bills forever.
Right.
That was a nice win.
Right.
We need some more positive reinforcement.
It's gone.
You can get negative reinforcement playing close games on the road. Sure, yeah, we would have had it, and this is your consequence. But we got to stack some wins here down the stretch. It is so, the schedule has stayed true this time around, hadn't it?
Yes.
The teams at the beginning were tougher, and the schedule is getting easier down the stretch. A lot of times it'll flip-flop on you.
Yeah, but you would have never picked beating Buffalo as one of the two wins.
That's for sure.
If I threw you the schedule, I said, where are the two wins here? You wouldn't have picked Buffalo.
Yeah.
You might not have picked Miami either at the beginning of the year.
That's fair.
Right?
Yeah.
You would have probably picked two different games. So in that respect, it's interesting to me how it's worked out. But hopefully the Jags can do it. We'll discuss the Jags throughout the morning. We'll also be down at the stadium, 8 o'clock Wingstop kickoff show.
Sure.
Be there, be square, Pros.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully we got some good weather and some warm temperatures.
Well, it was a little chilly last time.
We started a fire in a trash can, and they were told we couldn't do that.
We started a fire and we sang, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Sweet Jags of mine.
Back in the old days.
Bump, bump, bump.
The good old days.
Good times never felt so good. Beef.
So good. So good.
All right.
So good.
I'm going to do the rare double dip here, and I'm going to go for the Shazam Spotlight inside of.
Wow.
Yeah.
This
I mean,
odd,
that's fair.
but beautiful.
The Shazam Spotlight is brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstores, Stark and Kingsland. Take that short drive. Beat the big city prices, and they're going to treat you so good at those places.
So good.
So good, so good. This cat.
Who?
Steph
who?
Steph Curry, man.
Oh.
He's pretty good.
My God, what him and the Warriors are doing, it's like it's 2016 all over again.
Oh, they don't even have Clay.
Steph prancing and dancing all around. I mean, just hitting
Where did this come from?
He had another 9 3-point game last night.
Where is this coming from?
Health.
I thought he was done.
Health. Obviously.
He's healthy.
He's as spry and talented
how
as
good
ever.
He was.
No doubt who the MVP is in the league right now, buddy.
Forgot how good he was?
We did. I think.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, between the personnel losses that they suffered.
Couple years down.
He tried to play through some injuries, and it affects you.
Uh-huh.
You're not as good. He's healthy now. What about this stat, though? This is a Shazam Spotlight stat on steroids, okay?
Oh, I like that.
Since April.
I love steroids.
Since April of last year.
Yeah.
NBA players with 9 3-pointers in a game.
Mm-hmm.
TJ Simons, 1. Otto Porter Jr., 1. Patty Mills, 1. Tim Hardaway Jr., 1. since last April, 4 NBA players have had one game with 9 3-pointers. Steph with 9 last night. That's 10 for him in that same period.
Wow.
10 games with 9 3-pointers or more. Ooh.
He's
Shazam.
He is shooting 43.3% all time from behind the arc.
That's just an amazing
When
stat.
does he pass Ray
For?
Allen? Isn't Ray Allen got the most made?
Does Ray Allen have the most 3-pointers in all time, really?
Yes.
Boy, he tacked him on late, big time, huh? I don't know, but he's going to – has he not passed him already?
No, he's about 50 behind him.
Yeah, so at his pace in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean it'll be by
It'll
the
definitely
middle
be
of the
this
season.
year, yeah.
Steph at 29.17, Ray at 29.73.
By the way, he's 50 behind. It ain't going to take him middle of the year. I mean, it's literally going to take him
Beef, pop
6,
quiz
7
music,
games.
please.
Oh, let's go!
Yeah, we all have kinds of features within the feature.
Feature within
Must
the
be
feature.
a Friday.
It's like Inception,
It's a GFL Friday.
Yeah.
Featureception.
IT, buddy. Nothing to be alarmed
IT.
about. Yeah. That's Jared.
Okay, man, that's Jer Bear.
Friendly
All
man.
good. He's cool.
Good person.
He's cool.
Everybody
You know.
knows Jer Bear.
You're
Now he did tell me when he does snap, you're first.
I'm not on the list.
yeah. He's not going to snap. The dude's a good. I kind of like the guy probably as much as you two. To be honest with you.
That's fair.
You should take some time.
It's a low bar, but that's
meet
fair.
and learn some of the people around here.
Ray Allen and Steph Curry are 1-2 all time in 3-pointers made.
Oh,
Give me
no.
the top 10.
Oh, this is tough.
No.
Yeah.
This is tough.
Yeah.
All right, I could get
A
2. I can get 2
challenge.
for sure. Reggie Miller for sure.
He's third.
And this guy's name, and I hope I'm right here. The game may end because maybe I'm putting this guy somewhere, but man, it sure seemed like Dale Ellis was always hitting 3 and played forever. Beef, isn't he in the top 10?
And the game
He's
ends.
25th.
Okay, never mind. I didn't want to put him. I was asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, 3-pointers. Okay, what about
Current guys, there's 2 currents. 2 current guys.
this is where you get bogged down. A guy played 30 years. You
This
forget
guy's
about
very surprising that he's fourth. Would you agree
I
with
would
that,
say
Beef?
I'm looking at the list, and I don't see any guys that.
Beef, the guy who's fourth, isn't that a surprise to you?
Oh,
No? I would
that
have
he's
never
that
guessed
high?
that guy. I don't think of that guy as a 3-point shooter.
He's just a volume shooter.
He's a volume
Shoots from
shooter.
everywhere.
Is it LeBron?
No.
No.
He's 11th.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
Tiptoeing up to the top 10.
Lillard.
He's 10th.
Okay.
There's one other
Dame
active
time!
guy.
No, I got one. Harden.
Harden.
Yeah.
Harden.
Yeah, Harden.
Fourth all time.
Yeah. How about-
24.92 for this guy.
Dang.
All right. That's it for the actives.
Yeah. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inactives, but all in the last 20 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to piece them together in your
It's
mind.
tough.
There's.
All right, I'll give you some
Yeah,
clues.
yeah.
Um,
Boy, I thought Dale Ellis was up there. He has some 3-pointer record. God, that's a bitch.
this guy's more known for his athleticism, and he is a Florida boy.
This would be the closest to like the 30-year guy like you talked about, Jeff.
Yeah.
This would be the closest.
It's Vince Carter.
Vince Carter.
Wow, that's surprising. He really developed that shot.
This guy loves airports
This guy loves.
because he's on the wings of love.
That's a very good clue.
Good clue.
That's clue.
Who does this, Pross?
Who does that?
He stole his nickname from a famous analyst.
Okay, you guys are confusing me. I don't. Who does that?
The
Jason
Jet.
Terry.
The Jet.
The Jet.
I knew it was Jason Terry, but then I was thinking we're active, and I forgot we've moved past active. I would have got Jet Terry.
Jeff, this guy's
Based on
played,
your clue, I mean.
Yeah.
This guy's played for so many teams. He's not known for being with any team.
But he scores like he's had games where he scores like 50.
Everywhere
Oh,
he
is
goes.
this like Jamal Crawford?
Yes.
Another guy not known for being on any given team, but scores a ton of threes.
Yeah. This guy.
David Hawk.
That was Crawford was.
This guy was
Jamal
a
Crawford
hawk,
was a hawk.
Cav,
Cat, he was a Bull.
bull.
Jazz. Sixer.
He's got a punchable face.
Guy's been every damn place on earth. I've been
Oh, I know who it is. It's my guy Corver.
Yeah. And then
Hot sauce.
lastly,
Hot sauce.
this guy would rather party than work at ESPN.
1,000,000%.
Oh yeah, that's Paul Pierce, huh?
Ninth.
That's
yeah.
This guy
surprising.
was
I would have never gotten that one.
stabbed
Where's,
9 times.
Where's Clay? How far is Clay outside? Or does he miss too much time?
Clay is 21st.
21st.
Who's 11 through 15? Just out of curiosity.
LeBron, Kidd, Nowitzki, Joe Johnson, and J.J. Redick.
I almost said Joe Johnson and J.J. Redick.
J.R. Smith, 16.
JR.
Wow.
Shouts to
Shout
JR.
out J.R., the golfer.
Oh, JR.
All right, that's the 10-minute
I like
drill.
how he's still listed
well
as
played.
active.
Listen,
Oh, yeah. J.R. coming back. Waiting,
JR
for,
is
waiting for LeBron to
Leave
call
the door
him.
cracked.
JR is active in college golf these days.
Yeah.
Didn't have a real great debut tournament, but that's okay. Boy,
Bonamassa!
they tore it up. By the way, speaking of golf, PGA Tour's here in town. It kind of came quieter this year.
Yeah, it did.
The RSM Classic up at Sea Island, they tore it up yesterday.
Oh,
No
my
win.
goodness.
Second lowest opening round scoring average in PGA Tour history.
No wind.
Zach Johnson should have shot in the 50s.
Caller number 3 right now to Bonamassa, 641-1010. He's jamming at the St. Aug Amp.
On December 10th.
And
On December 10.
We have a football fix when we come back.
It's a
Yes!
holiday season.